comes up saying that you guys had an affair. Even though you denied it, how does that make you feel for something so old to come back up?
Well, Roar comes up saying that you all engaged in extramarital relations despite the fact that you denied it. How does that cause you to feel for something so old to return up? Well, what was all never existed. This is insane, so Jay-Z could have a mysterious child, and I will truly do a few one next to the other pictures. So 1 second yet allowed me to make sense of. Here's the first yet a 30-year elderly person whose name is Rear, I believe is the way you articulate it, yet he's guaranteeing that he is Jay-Z. Mysterious kid, and he's truly documented a court request to get Jay-Z to take DNA test you all. Jay-Z's operations didn't come to play, since an ever-increasing number of individuals are revolting against the sort of individual that he truly is, and young lady, it's basically as terrible as you. Suspect artist Maya emerged to uncover Jay-Z for attempting to get her into his bed, and when she remained on business and turned him down, he got her repudiated and destroyed her life as retribution. Yet Maya uncovering Jay-Z isn't the most exceedingly terrible or most chaotic thing that has become visible about him, since word on the roads is that has he been undermining Beyonce as well as purportedly had a whole child on Beyonce, that he has been going far beyond to stow away from the press. Shiley, this show just got insane, and you all will have a hard time believing the things that are becoming exposed now about Jay-Z. You will be discussed, you will be shunned, you will be reputed about, yet you need to remain steadfast on what you could do without it isn't so significant to me. You know whether I need to sell my spirit, you all. It's beginning to seem to be the gossipy tidbits about Jay-Z being arranged as the following man to be uncovered after Diddy are valid on the grounds that an ever-increasing number of previous partners of his are getting bolder and emerging to stand in opposition to him. And young lady, it seems to be Jay-Z may be getting in over his head. Everything began with his previous stone country craftsman Mia emerging to uncover Jay-Z for having attaches with the obscure Bronfman family and assisting them with doing a few obscure exercises like taking her kid away from her. She said, my most memorable guardianship fight was in 2013. My kid was 4. I was overseen by Jay-Z, who at last was paid by Bronfman's. I forfeited my profession for my kid. They scammed me, duplicated my style, gave it to their mannequins, and shadow banned me on each stage. Yet it was worth the effort to save him from the frenzy of what you know now. And furthermore, she asserted that Jay-Z totally moved away from her after that. She tweeted, the day I was served for my kid, Rock Country shut down all correspondence with me and everything. My messages to Jay's requesting help was cleared off of my inbox. My house was broken into and each PC was taken. I was caught in Brooklyn on a request served that confined me from leaving Brooklyn for quite a long time. This had individuals talking and asking why Jay-Z would get him stirred up with the Bronfman in light of the fact that Chile, that family is obscure tax evasion, dreadful religions, and so on. They've been attached to it. So it's odd that Jay-Z would allow himself to engage with something like that. Yet, while we were attempting to sort out what the heck was happening with Jay-Z, and the Bronfman's vocalist Maya bounced into the discussion and spilled all the tea about how Jay-Z purportedly attempted to get her into his bed, and when she rejected, she asserted that he purportedly gaslighted her, and afterward got her debased for some foundation insights regarding how this happened. Maya Marie Harrison, who simply goes by her most memorable name, Maya, has been drenched in the music scene for a really long time, and when she initially broke out, she had the R&B scene down on lock. She generally realized that she needed to go into music, and she had her folk support since when she was 17. Her dad chose to give her a hand with her vocation, and he sent a modest bunch of her demo tapes to Aha Islam. The president of college music diversion Islam was intrigued by her sound both on tape and face-to-face during a tryout, and he realized that he had a star before him. He burned through no time in marking her to mark and getting a dispersion-managed Berescope record. Maya got to work quickly in 1996. She began to chip away at her presentation's self-titled collection. Because of her association with Islam, she had the option to get joint efforts with heavyweights, for example. Missy Elliott, endearing-faced Diane Warren, Drew Slope, Darrell Pearson, and Silas Stunner, while she was working on her collection Interscope, got to chip away at advancing Maya as their main R&B sensation. And as it should be, on the grounds that Maya was a genuine ability, they before long figured out that she was a triple danger performer in light of the fact that in adoption to being an extraordinary artist, she could likewise move and was a remarkable entertainer. She entered the game when there was a ton of rivalry in R&B. At the time, the class was viewed as oversaturated in light of the fact that there were a ton of enormous names who were all going after the main spot, including Aaliyah Liquor and Monica By and By. Maya's presentation collection ended up being a business achievement, bringing deals of over 1.4 million duplicates and crusting at number 29 on the U.S. Bulletin 200 graph. The collection got her 2 Soul Train Music Grant nominations for Best R&B Soul or Rap New Craftsman and Best R&B Soul Collection, alongside ANACP Picture Grant designation for Exceptional New Craftsman. This was really great thinking about that. It was her very first collection. And she wasn't even out of her teenagers yet. She was having some fantastic luck, and in 1998, she united for certain large names like Dark Row Blah, Inky, Flicker, and Labyrinth for the Rugrats film soundtrack. She then, at that point, proceeded to work together with rapper Old Filthy Nave on his tune Ghetto Hotshot, which got her most memorable Grammy designation, denoting a huge achievement in her profession. The next year, Maya wandered into acting with a job in the Wrongdoing Thrill Ride into Profound, where she played the person Loretta. In the meantime, she all the while dug into her subsequent collection Dread of Flying, which hit the racks in April 2000. However, the collection's lead single, The Best of Me, didn't satisfy the elevated requirements that individuals had. The subsequent single Instance of the X was a monstrous hit, peaking at number 2 on the U.S. singles diagram. Notwithstanding the underlying difficulty, Dread of Flying was a significant achievement, selling an astounding 1.2 million duplicates in the U.S. alone. It likewise procured her a Spirit Train Music Grant selection for Female R&B Soul Collection and a MOBO designation for Best Collection. In 2001, Maya collaborated with Christina Aguilera, Lil Kim, and Pink to put a new twist on Belle's 1,975 raving success. Woman preserves consistent with assumptions. The tune took off to the top, acquiring the main spot in more than 15 nations. Maya and the Pack stunned crowds with their version at the 44th Grammy Grants in 2002 were they won the Grammy for Best Pop Cooperation with Vocals. While her music vocation was hitting new levels, Maya was likewise cutting out a specialty in the acting side of Hollywood. In 2002, she played a part in the Melodic Chicago, conveying a knockout exhibition that procured her honors like the Pundit's Decision Film Grant and the Screen Entertainers Organization Grant. The next year, in 2003, Maya dropped her 3rd studio collection, Temperament Ring, highlighting the raving success single Maya Effect. Ion is like Woo. Simultaneously, she landed jobs in the melodic, grimy, moving Havana Evenings and the rom-com Will We Dance. Regardless of her obvious ability, grants, and achievements, fans couldn't resist the opportunity to see that Maya's profession took a strange turn. I mean, at the time, she was clashing with the main women in R&B, including Monica Alaya and Cognac. Despite the fact that she was just a teen, she was supposed to have a dependable profession in Hollywood and be at the head of the order of things. So what precisely made her tumble off so gravely to where she is currently viewed as a has-been in the business? Well, for quite a while now, there were reports about how she was renounced in light of the fact that she